True Media. Hey, check this out. One thing I'm understanding in 2025 is peace is the new riches. Peace of mind is the new currency. See, people, they don't really want money in today's time. People want joy. People want peace. And when they see that you got that, people would do anything to try to tear you down, to strip you of your peace. People have everything. Some people have a lot of things in life. Some people have everything that they ask for, but they don't have no peace. They lack peace of mind. And when they see that you smiling and you joyous and you happy, that be the main thing they try to attack you, to possess your peace. That's why they go out their way to do certain things to get under your skin. Because people have no peace of mind in today's time. And peace of mind is the new riches of the world. And if you've been paying attention for the last 10 to 15 years, everybody who gets some money or becomes successful in some kind of way, in the end, when it's all said and done, all they say that they really want is peace. Because peace in this modern era is the new currency, man. It's the new money. And people don't want to see you with it. People don't want to see you smiling. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you with that thing called peace. It annoys them that they got everything but peace. It annoys them that they might have more than you. They might have more money than you. They might have more possessions than you. They might have more of what we call success than you, but they don't have the peace that you possess. And sometimes that be the main reason why people would try to get under your skin. Because they see you not bothered in life. They see you not bothered. And I'm telling you right now, we in a day and age where people will rob you of your peace. They don't want to just rob you of your money. We in a day and age where people rather rob you of your peace than rob you of your money. Because when you possess peace, it's the most richest thing a man can have. And so we living in a society full of sleepwalkers who not only will rob you of your money, but they will try to go out their way and rob you of your joy, of your peace. Because that right there is an indication to them that you have everything you need. That is an indication and a sign to them that you already is wealthy. You already is rich. And so I understand now why most people is bothered by people who have less than them. Because 9 times out of 10, the people who may have less than them ain't got all these things to worry about. And this is why I always tell y'all, sometimes it's better to have less in life than to have more. Because the less you have, the more peaceful you become. The more closer to nature you get. by having less. And people don't like the fact that you smile even when the going get tough. They don't like that they can't figure you out. They want to be able to figure you out. They want to be able to make you their story title. They want to be able to broadcast your failures. But they not knowing that the thing that they look at as you as a failure, you looking at it as peace and clarity. But they can't see that because they not on that level of frequency. And so people not only will rob you of your money, but people will go out their way to try to rob you of your joy and of the peace that you possess within. And so you protect yourself when you out here shaking and moving. You got to make sure that you protect that side of you. That's already rich. Because people has been taken advantage in that department. They walking around here with everything that they ask for, everything that they pray for, everything that they can want, but they don't have that missing link called peace of mind. And so in order for them to fulfill the lack of that missing link, they go out their way to try to destroy others so others can feel like them. So others can be of the mind state or the mentality that they in. Because they don't have no peace. And I'm telling you, man, y'all stay positive out here. Even though the world is doing something, even though we respond in our own way to how obstacles may, run across our path, how difficult times may show up when we least expect it, you got to remain positive, man. Because you got a lot of sleepwalkers and you got a lot of soulless beings and you got a lot of demonic forces and entities who want to rob you of your peace, man. Straight up. And so I want y'all to be careful, man. Be careful. Because most of the shit you see online, most of the things you see that's happening around you, that's negative, stems from the fact of people not having no peace. And you can see it in they walk. You can see it in their messages. You can see it in their movement. People don't have those internal riches. They don't have the access to that God currency. Because peace is the richest currency you can have. It's the richest thing you can possess. And it's something that God gave everybody access to have for free. But some people just overcomplicate the simple. And they would never capture it. Because they have made the government their God. They have made this reality their God. And so they go their whole life searching for peace and clarity and all these other things that was designed to cause them to lose themselves in the end. The most richest things in life is for free. The moment you feel that, and the moment you understand that, and the moment you realize that, the moment you will release yourself from the shackles of this society, of this matrix, of this game, of this illusion. You got to get back to where you start going within. Because when you go within and you live in that space, you're going to find that you already got everything you need. So remember, you got sleepwalkers on the internet and all around you that's mainly after you for one thing and one thing only. And that's your peace of mind. They really don't want to sleep with your spouse. They want your peace of mind. They really don't want to drive the kind of car you driving. They want your peace of mind. They really don't want to live in the neighborhood you live in. They want your peace of mind. They really don't want what's in your bank account. They want that thing that keeps a smile on your face and that keeps you in a joyful state. They want your peace of mind because it's the richest thing that one can possess. And so I want y'all to protect your peace. Straight up. Don't just be giving it to individuals or people who have none of their own. Because once they see that you a giver of peace and they lack peace, they will then begin to suck you dry. They will become what we call energy vampires and suck you dry until you ain't got nothing left, until you end up just like them in a darkened, sunk-in place, and to where you lose yourself and can't identify where you're going. So I want you to remember and understand, man, protect your peace. Peace is the new currency. Peace is what people is after the most nowadays. You could take my money. You could take my cars. You could take my houses. You could take my clothes. But you can't take my peace. And once you lose that, you ain't got nothing left. And once you start to embrace that, you realize that's not only all you really have, but that's all you really need to live a prosperous life. Straight up. Because all this other shit around us is going to perish. It's going to burn up. And you don't want to take stress, anxiety, depression. You don't want to take that negative sense to the grave once it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, you want to rest, but you want to rest in peace. And you want to have peace when you go to the grave. Straight up. That way you can rest for eternity and have peace for eternity. All right? And so I want y'all to remember and understand, man, stay positive. Yeah, we got to respond to the world in certain ways sometimes. In order to maintain, we got to respond a certain way. I understand that. But at the end of the day, don't let nothing around you or nobody around you cause you to lose peace of mind. All right? Because as you can see, it's a lot of people out here that don't have that. And that's really what everybody is searching for, whether they know it or not. Whether they chasing money, whether they chasing trying to get a better relationship, whether they chasing trying to go travel, or they want to travel the world. At the end of the day, at its core, most people is searching for peace of mind. But unfortunately, a lot of people never find it because they lose they self in a chase or in the game of life. They lose they self and they never capture peace because most people wasn't taught how to recognize it, how to capture it, or how to embrace it. And so they do everything that another man made up. They do everything that another man put on paper. They do everything that another man deems is worthy for how they should live their life. And they don't do what God tell them to do, to remain in power and have sovereignty over their existence. They ignore the voice of God and follow and chase the ways of man. And so what I'm telling you is, no matter what happened around you in this world, it can all end tomorrow. But make sure you go to your grave in a state of peace. Okay? Because that's all you got. Straight up. Real talk. And so, man, I love y'all. God bless y'all. And y'all stay strong. Keep your head up. Keep striving and moving forward. And I hope that peace is on your side. Straight up. All right? And so, God bless y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. 100.